Alright, we need to talk about the David situation again, because what started out as one of the most shocking stories in music this year has somehow got even darker, more confusing, and honestly, straight up surreal. In my last video, I covered how police discovered a decomposing body in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer, David, and how the internet immediately started digging into his connections to a missing teenager named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Well, since then, the internet has gone full-on Reddit detective mode, new evidence and new leaks, and even a live police chase have blown this story wide open. This is crazy. I mean, stay type because it gets worse than you could even think, bro. And yeah, this isn't just messy drama anymore, it's turning into one of the most bizarre and disturbing rabbit holes we've ever seen in the online music scene. So yeah, subscribe to stay tuned for more updates. So yeah, let's start with the wildest update. David himself was reportedly involved in a police chase. Fox 11 aired the pursuit live, showing a black SUV speeding through southeast Los Angeles, literally saying police in pursuit of a murder suspect. And this chase went on for over an hour, and of course, people were streaming it on YouTube, it was live on TikTok. Like, this is literally our generation's Bill Cosby, but just so much. I mean, I don't know if you can compare them as worse, but it's just so much more, at least stupid. Like, if you're gonna do it, at least be a bit smart. I'm joking, but like, how do you get caught this bad, bro? Now, police haven't officially confirmed that the driver was David, but the timing, the location, and the captions blasting murder suspect made everyone connect the dots immediately. If this was really him, it changes the tone entirely. You don't end up televising a police chase if you're totally in the clear. And let's also realize that he did have a tour, and he had a show on the day before which he abruptly cancelled, and then this happened. So, I mean, it leaves a lot of questions, so we gotta stay tight and see what the authorities say. But here's where things go from horrifying to just plain bizarre. Of all people, XQC has now entered the investigation. Yes, SQC himself. Twitch chat turned true crime squad, like Jesus Christ. XQC went live and basically pulled out MS Paint like he was some FBI lining up photos, comparing outfits, zooming in on Instagram tags, and honestly, someone said it, but I have to agree. XQC is stupid a lot of the time. A lot of the time you can't understand it, but to the 1% that he locks in, he just becomes incredibly smart. Like, this is crazy level revelations that even the FBI, he should be signed up. And yeah, to be fair, he might have stumbled across something huge. What he discovered is that there might actually be two different Celestes involved in this whole mess. He refers to them as Celeste 1 or Celeste 2. Celeste 1 here is Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the 13-year-old girl, was reported missing back in 2024 and now was found to be the deceased victim. And C2, on the other hand, is Celeste Herrera, a 23-year-old who shows up in recent photos and streams with David. So he basically concludes that a lot of the recent footage of this so-called Celeste is basically void and doesn't count technically because it's not actually the missing Celeste. I'll play the clip here.
Hold on, hear me out now.
Almost 3 years cut.
Oh my god, who linked this? Who linked this?
To see a 15-year-old girl.
This is the only picture you have of C1. Everything
Two,
else is C2.
C2.
Wait, who is C1 and C2?
Missing is 2, missing is 2.
Okay, then this is the only picture you have of C2.
So that's it then. That's just so we get it. That what this means is that everything else is to be discarded. Everything.
Yes.
The Jason clips, the Sakura clips,
Yep.
the hanging out with my new home clips, the Instagram pics, and the account is now not. We can say that it's not tempered. On the account it says other Celeste. We can say true. So no tampering. Who is that?
And yeah, it's just straight up, like, this is just straight up crazy. And at first glance, people assume that all the clips floating around of David with Celeste were the same person, but SQC pointed out that C2, the older Celeste, was wearing the same Gap hoodie that C1 had been photographed in, which opens up two absolutely chilling possibilities. One, either David was deliberately surrounding himself with someone who resembled a missing teenager, almost like a cover-up or a way to replace her. Like, oh look guys, she's not missing, here's Celeste. I didn't touch that 13-year-old, here's the replacement. Or instead of doing this to apply a motive, he just decided to, let me get a similar Celeste so I can actually recreate this feeling that I had with this 13-year-old girl. Like, this is honestly sick, man, because at least as far as the girl goes, it's basically confirmed at this point. Like, I'm gonna say this is alleged because you have to, and yes, we don't exactly know. The authorities haven't came out themselves, but bro, he is basically clearly, at the very least, a kitty fiddler, and then he replaces a kid with someone of the exact same name, giving them the same, like, bro, this is crazy, bro. bro. Like, oh my gosh, man. Out of SQC of all people to figure this out, this is crazy, man. This is disturbing, bro. Naturally, this sent the internet into a meltdown, and people started discarding older clips. Like I just said, like the one from the arcade with the Gap hoodie on, saying that obviously he's not hurt. This is C2, so the evidence gets muddied, and in court, maybe, you know, this could put him on the upper hand. This isn't actually Celeste 1. This isn't Celeste Rivas Hernandez, which everyone said he was. So suddenly the entire evidence board people built online had to be reevaluated. But here's the disturbing part. Instead of clearing things up, it just raised more questions. Why was he around both of them? Like I said, did he want someone that specifically looked like younger Celeste, like some form of twisted control? And in the middle of all that, you got people on Twitter and Reddit running with completely insane takes, bro. My personal favorite so far, somebody claimed they spoke to the ghost of Celeste from ChatGPT and that she confirmed David killed her, bro. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't even know what to say, bro. We're in the middle of a homicide investigation and people are role-playing paranormal activity in the subreddit, bro. And as you can see, someone replied here saying, nuke the app. And honestly, yeah, that's one take I can agree with. Now, while this is all unfolding, the fallout for David's career is accelerating at a light speed and he still hasn't commented on anything, so it's looking rough. We already saw brands distancing themselves in the first wave, and now it's hitting harder. And here's a even bigger one here. Fortnite, I'm following him on Instagram, that was seen the other day. This is the same Fortnite that uses track lock and loaded as the anthem. They went for pushing him as the face of the game to basically pretending he doesn't exist, which is fair enough because this is disgusting. I didn't think no one expected this, even for the streamers like Jason the Weem, Pokimane. It's unfortunate that they're associated because now they look like targets. Like they're always involved in controversy, and now they've got this. I would be very annoyed if I was associated with this guy. Putting you in danger like this and endangering everyone around him, and at the forefront of this, a child. This is just egregious, bro. But if there's one clip that's making him look even worse right now, if this resurfed Twitch clip, I mean, there's so many clips, like it's even irrelevant to show this, but a recent Twitch clip that resurfaced from January 2024 with the actual Celeste, I'm pretty sure, though, on camera in a stream, and she basically teases that like she's a kid and that he's a rapist. Like, it's crazy. And he's like, delete the VOD. He's basically saying delete the VOD and just try to wipe all the evidence. Insane, bro. Here's the clip.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything.
Now, let's be real. Creators ask for VODs to be wiped out all the time. Embarrassing moments, copyright stuff, whatever. But in the context of everything that's came out, bro, it doesn't look like a coincidence anymore. And it's right there. It's right there. This is not alleged anymore, but I'm gonna say it's alleged once again because you have to. But bro, let's be real here. So where does this leave us right now? We've got a decomposed body confirmed in the Tesla that is registered to him, a live police chase which the whole world watched, XQC of all people, potentially proving that there's two different Celestes, brands everywhere dropping him, and yeah, I mean, what's else to mention? I can't even mention all of it. Like, his world is crumbling around him and it doesn't look good. Either way, if he's not a murderer, he's a pedo. If he's not a pedo, he's a murderer. Allegedly. If this were just internet drama, it would be one of the wildest stories of the year, which it is, but this is also a real homicide case, and every new revelation, whether it's legit detective work or some Reddit ghost hunting, just makes the entire picture darker. And the bottom line here is, if David was really involved in this, which it seems like he very clearly is, hopefully the justice system does what it needs to do and absolutely gives this guy the furthest penalty, man. Taking away an innocent life like this, robbing them of such innocence as well, basically being like, that's statutory rape. He's a rapist if he's had sex with her, which more than likely, right? Either way, we're witnessing the complete implosion of a rising star in real time, and it's terrifying to think that in the center of all this is a teenage girl whose life was cut short. So yeah, we'll keep watching as this thing develops and unfolds, but honestly, if this gets any crazier, I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix is already drafting the docuseries pitch. I'm predicting it right here. Subscribe.